Heat number 2 will be next on the track. This will feature last year's silver medalist Hamish Turnbull, who lost out in that final to Jack Carlin last March here at Newport Velodrome. Turnbull also riding for Team Inspired. Thomas Alcott from BCC Race Team. We've got Jeremy Franks from the Glasgow Track RC, Philip Lomas from ESV Manchester, Isaac Small from the D-Side Thistle. Those are the 5 riders who will take the start in Heat 2 of the men's Keirin first round.
I remember back in the day in the Keirin, your holders, you'd always want a holder that could push you really, really hard, because you didn't have to keep the positions that you drew early on. And yeah, I remember almost being thrown off the bike a few times.
Of course, the rules of the Keirin have changed, matured over the years. Ooh. A bit of trouble keeping hold of our rider here on the home straight. But the rules, it used to be sort of all out war, the Keirin, at one point. You'd get the elbows going and all kinds of things. But
yeah,
gradually over the years, the rules have been refined somewhat. And of course, the normal rules of sprinting apply throughout the event, but especially in the final 3 laps. And the situation where the riders have to take the order behind the journey, which they have drawn, is a relatively recent innovation. A lot of these things coming after that Keirin in Rio in 2016, which Jason Kenny eventually won after many attempts to get that heat completed. So the UCI making some changes to the Keirin rules off the back of that. So here we go, riders coming on to the next heat, and Charlene's been busily looking at the starting order.
so behind the bike, we're going to have Jeremy Franks, and then in the second position, we'll have Philip Lomas. In third, Hamish Turnbull. Fourth, Isaac Small. And fifth, Thomas Alcock. So all very different kit here, which we like to see. Great for the commentators.
Yeah, gets a little more awkward. Yesterday, if you didn't see the women's Keirin final, we have 6 riders representing Team Inspired in the final. That got our attention. Well, if the kit wasn't distinctive enough, look at the rider second from last in the line at the moment. We spotted this one during the sprint qualifying yesterday. And it's hypnotic rear disc wheel. Whereas the rider towards the back of that line, coming into the home straight now. And that man is Isaac Small from the D-Side Thistle. On the wheel of the journey at the moment is Glasgow Track RC's Jeremy Franks. Behind Franks, in the blue colours for ESV Manchester, it's Philip Lomas. Then it is the silver medalist from last year, Hamish Turnbull for Team Inspired. The aforementioned Isaac Small, and bringing up the rear of the line here is Thomas Alcott from BCC Race Team. So the journey has departed, and we're into sprint action now amongst these 5 riders. Just a winner to go through directly.
And Hamish Turnbull just making his move to come over the top there. Slight gap behind him.
Well, first rider to ride across the wheel of Turnbull is Jeremy Franks. Almost on terms with a lap to go. Look out for Isaac Small making his move around the outside. These 3 have left the other 2 behind, but it's still Hamish Turnbull on the front. Doesn't want to relinquish that position. He wants to go directly into the semi-finals to join Jack Carlin. That's exactly what he will do. The others, they too will go into that repechage draw. Harvey McNaughton for the Wales Racing Academy. We've got Daniel Cutler for Blackline, Marcus Hiley for Team Inspired, and Isaac Small for the D-Side Thistle CC. That will be the starting order for this 6th and final repechage heat. In fact, a little change to that, because it seems that Isaac Small has slotted himself into 3rd place there, when the rider at the top of the track is in fact Marcus Hiley of Team Inspired. Gunfire gets the final repechage heat away from the line. All close together at the moment. Quite touching wheels, but no real gaps in which to manoeuvre yet. Harvey McNaughton with home track advantage here, riding for the Wales Racing Academy.
Advantage of being in that front spot as well. We've seen it's a very sought after spot and he'll be wanted to keep it right up until the end.
So the team-inspired rider, Marcus Hiley, poised at the back here, just ahead of him, Isaac Small. That hypnotic rotation of his rear disc wheel. The Durney departs. And Isaac Small extricates himself from third place, tries to draw level with Daniel Cutler. Hayden Norris has decided he wants the, Marcus Hiley, I should say, has decided he wants the lead position via the inside route, but there's no way through. He's caught in the box here with both McNaughton and Cutler ahead of him. 1 lap to go. Cutler looks over his shoulder. Small is the danger man here, as still Hiley can't extricate himself from behind the wheel of Harvey McNaughton. McNaughton holding on to the lead position. They come into the finishing straight. Can Harvey McNaughton take it? Oh, well, Marcus Hiley left that very late indeed. What do we think, folks? Did he get it? I hesitate to commit. So we've had a look at the replay on our screen. 66.104 kilometers per hour for that final run to the line. I think Marcus Hiley might just have snuck that one. And our scoreboard confirms it. Our live stream viewers will get the chance to watch it here from our live stream cameras. And another throw at the line for the bike. So, well, that really did leave it late. Looked like Marcus Hiley couldn't extricate himself from behind Harvey McNaughton, but he managed to come around the outside at the last moment and adds another team-inspired rider to the list of